Property management has decided to close the office down. They're asking everybody to leave the property.
Property management's decided to close the office down for what reason?
Must leave, okay?
Because there's a protest here?
They're overriding the government.
They're overriding the government.
So we have a constitutional right to be here?
Yeah.
I, for one, will not be leaving.
The office has been closed.
It wasn't closed until 5 o'clock. I will not be leaving. I know there are others here who won't be leaving. We have a constitutional right to be here. You can't use the property manager as an excuse to abrogate our right to protest.
Property managers don't override the cops or the government.
They own the building.
They own the building.
He decides when Stephen Harper works and doesn't work.
The public has rented this space, which makes it public property. It is paid for by the public. We have a charter right to be here until it is advertised to close, which is at 5 p.m.
So what has happened here is we have been told that the secretary would wish to leave, and therefore we all must leave. However, the building manager has decided that he wants to shut it down. It's the building manager who has lied about us, who is shutting down this office, saying that we will be disruptive. So we went back and grabbed our flag from the front window. Excuse me. This is our flag. Excuse me. This is the flag that matters right now. This is the flag that, to me, means Canada. This is the flag that represents freedom, because when it flies high, my eyes fill with tears. Because our Canadian flag, hanging right there, is almost meaningless. If Stephen Harper and this government can extradite a Canadian citizen to the United States when he never went to the United States, when he carried out his activities here in Canada, if that's what will happen to Canadians who don't leave our country, then we don't have any sovereignty. So for me, the Canadian flag is almost worthless, but we're going to fight to bring back what Canada means. And this Prime Minister is Americanizing Canada. This Prime Minister's policies, his beliefs, represent the George Bush hangover, which is painful because they wish for nothing more than punishment and suffering for people like me and for you and my husband, who hurt no one and helped millions. So this is our flag of the cannabis culture. This is the flag that hung in the window to announce that we are occupying this office. This is our property. This is my flag. This is my husband, Marc Emery, and I'm wearing this yellow ribbon for him because I want him to come home, just like you or anybody here would want their loved one to come home when they are unjustly sent to a foreign country to suffer in a miserable prison system for selling seeds from a plant. This is insane. Take a stand. Do something before our country disappears.
Green Mark!
Woo!
Very nice. Well, I don't think there's going to be some people that aren't going to be leaving.
So what's the status then?
Yeah,
so
I'm just those that want to
several lawyers
confrontation need to go up front and be peaceful. Those that don't want to leave, well, there are going to be consequences, I would assume. So,
well, if these officers wish to extricate us from here, I think that it'll be a lot bigger news than if they left us here. So, I guess the PMO will be the one they have to talk to about that.
So, individual here. If you don't want to stay, you want to go up front, that's up to you.
There's also something called hug power. Hug power is when the police try to arrest or take away one individual. Everyone else hugs that individual. You do not touch the police officers. You do not strike the police officers. You do not harm anyone. You simply hug someone to prevent them from being unjustly dragged away. So if, for whatever reason, they try and drag us out of this office which we own, we will let them drag us out, and everyone can watch as they do so. Is it camera or video there?
Camera.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to do a quick video?
Sure. What is that beeping?
He's got his phone out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Property management's going to throw us out.
Property management overrides the government?
So, what's happened? So,
Overrides our
let me
constitutional
interrupt so I can
rights.
film a video here.
Let me get a janitor to sign my mark.
So we've been told...
Sign our property manager. Got that much power.
Yeah.
So we've been told by the secretary who works here that she wishes to leave due to staffing concerns. However, Jacob has responded that we are allowed to stay here.
Yep.
And if they want to drag us out of here, then they will have to drag us out of here with all the cameras rolling. A director of the BC Civil Liberties and federal Green Party candidate, as I am myself, and a director at large of the BC Green Party provincially. I think it would be interesting to see if they would drag us out of here.
We're protesting legally.
We are legally allowed to be here to protest. We are legally allowed to occupy this office until it is closed. And if they want to try and force us out of here, they are welcome to do so, and we'll see what happens.
So, Mr. Fagan, what are you going to do as president?
They've told us that the landlord would like to close the office early. Our feeling, and what we've been told by lawyers, is that would actually be an infringement of our constitutional right to protest.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay here till 5 o'clock, at which point we will clean up and leave.
Okay, that's all we went to check. Absolutely.
Do you have a card?
Me actually. Yeah, we know what you guys are doing, so we're just.
I have one.
Oh, that would be
I've
spectacular.
got one for everyone, so.
I
Oh,
understand.
you got a whole bunch.
I've got one.
Oh, I'd like one.
This really nice guy put up a
Alrighty.
good argument. He did his job as proper.
Thanks for
I
the
had
update,
seen
man.
him. I never thought to check the fire exit.
Okay, bye.
I'm not sure how my card will help yet.
No problem. I'm just letting you know. If I get charged for trespassing or something, I'm going to call you as a witness, informing you
Not our intent.
of the fact that I had called communications.
You guys are.
How did I witness the?
I've spoken to you
police have
now.
been
I've
very
laid
accommodating of
information.
the
I can get a
420 group.
statement.
Yeah,
I can make a
absolutely.
statement if you wish.
And that's all we're trying to do
I
today.
know that's
So
fine.
that's fine.
420,
Okay,
that's
right.
worked with the
And
police
I'm
for
And,
a
yeah,
year.
You can have my card by all
I
means.
know that you guys had the march a
Just
little while
have to
ago, so
clarify.
Exactly.
we're just looking
I
at
understand you didn't witness it.
certainly
I'm
respecting
making
you guys' constitutional rights, and
Thank you.
but also
Thank you,
trying to
sir.
respect the owners of the building who obviously.
We
at 5
understand.
o'clock-
I'm Jody, I'm
Hi,
by the way.
Jody.
My
Like,
husband's the one who's
they asked-
incarcerated.
Oh, okay.
So my
They
husband
asked-
is my husband. I am
David.
Jody.
They asked us to come off the balcony,
Yeah.
so we did, lock the
Yeah,
door,
we
and,
appreciate that.
but as soon as we did that, it was, oh, no, management wants you to leave. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no. We're going to be peaceful, but we're not going to go. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
You know, prohibition of alcohol ended here in Alberta, or maybe in Saskatchewan, when a police officer was shot dead, and they realized that prohibition causes more death and harm and danger to police than, it would otherwise.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
that's
biggest-
my card.
The biggest threat to your officers, and which we want to end too,
Thank you, gentlemen.
is from violent criminals who are involved in the organized crime and illegal drug trade. But again, terrorists and everyone who makes money off of illegal items, it's only because of prohibition. So we want to end prohibition to keep you and your fellow officers safe.
Exactly.
You're wasting
Exactly.
your time over a little plan.